Alright, so what's poppin', everybody? It's your man, Young Ida Costello, back again with another video. Now, guys, what is about to drop is probably, without question, the most hyped up release of this year already. I don't see anything coming out that is going to be more hyped up than this right here, and I feel like you gotta talk about it. Now, coming up very soon, Louis Vuitton. Yes, Louis Vuitton and Supreme will be collaborating and making a whole haul, making a whole list of items for everybody to be available to cop. And one thing that I have to say is, goodness gracious, if you Supreme, if you Bape, if you designer hype beasts are still able to cop from this drop while looking at those prices, then you should be able to do anything. Now, as far as the designs, as far as the clothing, I will say that it is actually pretty cool. It's not that bad. It looks definitely designer. It looks like it costs a lot of money. I will say that the only thing that I really don't like about it is that Supreme Louis Vuitton jersey. I think that that is pretty ugly, especially the denim jersey. I just don't like the fact that it just has Supreme on it and then it's just layered over with just Louis Vuitton stuff right here. But I'm gonna keep it real, that's out of my price range regardless, so I'm just gonna, and that's what I pretty much want to get into, because yes, the clothing is pretty nice, but you will be sitting there on your phone like, okay, all of this is looking nice, all of this is looking nice, and then you'll scroll down to the bottom of the page to see what the prices are actually looking like, and goodness gracious, you're gonna faint, to keep it real. Hold up, let's see what we got here. $215 for a Supreme and Louis Vuitton bandana, $431 for a Supreme and Louis Vuitton belt, $586 for a Supreme and Louis Vuitton skate deck, $462 to $987 for some jewelry. You already know you gotta drop some squalor for the jewelry. We already know this. $2,344 for a bomber jacket. That shit must come with the computer. $1,974 for a denim jacket. $700 for some shoes. And you already know you guys might want that Supreme Louis Vuitton box logo on the front of the hat. So you know how much that's gonna run you? Only a coppable price of $400. $400 what? Yo, honestly, bro, I looked at the prices and I thought, huh? Like, what? Alright, so to keep it real, when it comes to these prices, if you guys are still buying Supreme and Louis Vuitton, if you guys are able to pick up anything from this Supreme and Louis Vuitton collab, and you guys are okay with paying those extra out prices just because it's Supreme and a designer, then honestly, bro, when any Jordan comes out and it's like 190 or 220 or 400, I don't want to hear any of you guys complaining about the price. Because let's be honest, let's keep it real. People will complain all day about Jordans being 190, about Jordans being 200, about foam posits being 230, about Pinnacle special editions being 400. But then Supreme and Louis Vuitton will drop something, and then people will be like, all right, I might have to stretch the bank for this one. But with saying all of that, I will say that the clothing that I am seeing is pretty nice. It looks very luxe. It looks very fancy. And I will say that, hey, I don't know about y'all. I don't know what y'all got in y'all pockets. So if you guys got that squalor, if you guys got them fat stacks hanging out your pocket, and you like, hey, I want to cop me some Supreme and Louis Vuitton, then hey, drop that cash, player. But what I will say is that your boy Briggs, your boy Young Sensei, Young he right here, I ain't copping none of that. Now, we'll keep it real. I do get a lot of people asking me, hey, Chris, will you dive into the Bape? Will you dive into the Supreme side of things sometime? And the truth of the matter is, yes, I will. But for right now, that's just not really the way that I really want to take things. That's just not really the way that I want to go. I feel like if I'm going to pay like $200, I'd rather go ahead and drop that on some shoes or just save that up than drop that on a shirt. And also, to be honest, when it comes to those designer brands, when it comes to a Supreme or when it comes to Bape, the one big thing that's really been holding me back is that I don't really want to pay $100 for a shirt that just says Supreme on it and that's real basic, and that with a couple rares is going to start to crack and it's going to start to be all of this. Like, I've seen Supreme, I've seen Bape in person, and I will say that the quality isn't spectacular on it for it to be marked up that price, but the hype will fly for it. The hype will fly off shelves for it. So I feel like, again, if people will buy it, I don't see why they don't keep the price the way it is. But I will say that that price for clothing just like that is not for me. I feel like if I'm going to be paying some stuff like that, number one, I have to have some squalor. Like the pockets, the bank has to be there. And I just need that any designer clothing that I get from anywhere, it has to be like full of stuff. Like, I need to get my money's worth. Like, one thing that I will pay money for is a Bape hoodie, because I feel like the colors, I feel like the design, I feel like the stitching on it, I feel like that is actually great quality, and I feel like it is worth it. But I will say that just regular Supreme, just a Supreme box logo, or just a regular Supreme graphic tee is just not really pushing it for me right now. Right now, in my opinion. But what I will say is that Louis Vuitton Supreme drop, I think that a lot of those things are dope. I think that a lot of the products are luxe. They're really luxury, they're really fancy. But like I've been saying this whole video, your boy Briggs don't got that squalor right now. I mean, they got Supreme Louis Vuitton trunks for $60,000. I mean, I'm a little cool on that. But one thing that I want you guys to know, if you guys are thinking about getting anything from that Supreme and Louis Vuitton drop, that box logo hoodie, the box logo, the one with the Supreme on it, that's gone. It's over. Like, it's nowhere to be found. If you saw it, you didn't see it. Just act like you didn't see it. Just act like they didn't announce it. Any box logo hat, you didn't see it. Because to be completely honest, as soon as the website link goes live and they're like, Supreme, Louis Vuitton, box logo hoodies are live, it's over. It's already sold. It's already gone. The site's gonna shut down. Whenever it releases in London or New York, wherever fancy place it releases, I'm telling you, there will be a line as long as the L's I took in 2016. So I'm telling you, if you see anything Supreme box logo, just act like you didn't see it. It's like John Cena. You can't see me, you ain't see that. It's gone. But like I said, the Louis Vuitton and Supreme collaboration is looking nice. It's looking pretty nice. It's just way out of my price range. But all right, everybody, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like I said, more videos are coming soon. Hey, your boy is gonna be flinging them boys at you rapid fire, if you know what I mean. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you guys for the support as always. And without further ado, your boy just has to say, hey, blessings, 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 and yeah. Chris